Okay, so you could now all this stuff, a lot of this stuff is explained in the tutorial, and I know a lot of people have skipped the tutorial. I didn't do very great on the tutorial. I was kind of like, what? You know, skipping a bunch of stuff, and because when you're doing commentary, it's kind of hard to pay attention to what's going on there. But the signs here, the ARD sign is the one that's always clicked. If you click on any sign that you click, if you look at the bottom left hand corner, you see the ARD sign there. If I click on Igni, it's going to change. So it's kind of like just mapping you're just mapping your sign, and you use signs by pressing Y. So this is mapping your sign. The ARD sign is very useful. It's kind of like this force, this energy that you push, and it helps a lot for guards, for people that have that are holding up shields and they're well guarded. You use this and then you hit them a few times. So you always want to, before you go into a battle, you want to look at what you're going to be fighting, like from afar. Because the cool thing about this is when you're going to go into a battle, you could run away, and your attacker will go away. Like they won't continue running after you. So you could look at your what you're going up against, and then map the specific ability that you're going to be needing. So if there's a lot of like heavy armored guards, I would map ARD. If not, if there's some monsters that are weak against fire, I'd map Igni. If I'm going up against something like that causes a lot of damage, like a wraith, I'd click on. I think it is pronounced. I pronounce it Quen, but I don't know if it's Qun or. I think it's Quen. I put this because this gives defense. Axie is really useful too. This one, if you have a lot of people, a lot of guards, or a lot of people that you're going to go up against, let's say there's like 5 guards that you're going to fight, I'd put Axie. You could turn one of them against each other. You just have to hold Y for a little bit, so get some. You should give yourself some room, because you're going to be holding Y for a little bit until you have enchanted this person so that they could fight everybody else. So I'd use Axie, and then I'd go back in here and click to ARD again. So yeah, let's start this, and then I'll give you guys tips as I go on.
Good to see you.
Morning, Witcher. Those blades of yours should be useful today.
Today, always.
Foltest's would-be assassin. You said you'd ask around.
I put the word out. I did.
And?
It's a riddle wrapped inside a secret.
I thought you knew people who could help.
I can give you any cutthroat in Temeria. The problem is, your assassin came from elsewhere.
You sure?
Sure as you stand before me.
They did a really good job with voice acting in this game. Know the battle plan for today.
Continue the siege.
No, we're to mount an assault.
Finally.
Truth be told, I'd rather sit here than risk my neck on those walls.
Freaking coward.
I
You
did what
coward.
asked.
You killed the cockatrice. Wonderful. Tough job.
Routine Witcher's work.
I'll have your coin as soon as we finish off the lavalettes. I'll be generous, I promise.
I'd like it beforehand. Promises made before battle are often hard to keep.
The cockatrice is a monster. I like how it starts. It jumps right into it. It's not like you're starting, like Geralt is starting off in this camp. It's like he's been here for a while. Learn anything about assassin? Know the battle
Does
plan.
Foltest plan to continue the siege?
No, we're to mount an assault.
Finally.
Truth be told, I'd rather sit here than risk my neck on those walls.
Oops, I already said that. Okay, take care. Alright, let's get some stuff, eh? So always walk up. This takes a while. I mean, when you're like looking for a bunch of stuff, and because there's a lot of stuff everywhere, and I would pick it all up. That's what I do. But for you could examine these posters. Enlist in the army. Oh, for the sake of this playthrough, I'll get right to the point. Let's go over here, talk to these dudes.
Shite, I don't want to die on a bet.
It's the Crinford Reavers' honor that's at stake here. This is no time to whimper.
You one of us or not?
Oh, looky there, new boy.
We know each other?
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Crinford Reavers.
I lost my memory.
As did Boholt. After the hunt for the Golden Dragon, he took a spill and hit his head on a rock. He can still be a beast in battle, but besides that, he don't do much save eat and shit. Rarely even lusts after women.
I doubt that's amnesia.
I'm Kenneth, and this one here they call Desperate, and this is New Boy. He's apprenticing with us like. I haven't had much luck with the monsters of late, so we enlisted.
Us with us
now
like.
New Boy's gotten himself into this wager situation. Would you help us for old time's sake? I mean, we all got a little riled. But those are bygones, as I see it.
We'd have set you free. The sorceress too. Boholt was just fooling about the raping and all.
Rape? That's a good way to convince someone.
Rape?
Shut your trap, Desperate. The Witcher don't remember. Waste of words to remind him. We're old mates, that's that.
So you'd have raped this old mate?
Just the sorceress. You were there to kill the dragon. The sorceress too. The peasants wanted at it, everyone did. But there was only one prize. And we argued, there was some commotion, a regular rumble in fact. We tied you up like hogs, meaning you and the sorceress, and went after the beast. But that dragon thrashed us so hard, we spent the next half-year licking our wounds. You done freed yourselves of your bonds.
Who was the sorceress?
Raven-haired she was. Remember her name, Desperate?
Conifer or some such. So,
We're talking.
willing to help some old friends, Witcher?
They're talking about Yennefer. This was most like I haven't finished reading the books, and plus not all the books have been translated, so some of this stuff is just like I think The Witcher 1 continues after the end of the last book, and that's not even translated, so nobody really, unless you've read the books in Spanish or in Polish or in another language that they are translated in, you have no idea what actually happened, or if you read it online. But Yennefer is Geralt's the love of his life. He was in love with her. She was a sorceress. So that's who they're talking about. He said he thought her name was Conifer, but it's Yennefer. And I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 100% sure that this scene right here, what they're talking about, was in one of the books. It wasn't in The Last Wish, so I'm thinking it's probably in the Blood Elves. I might be wrong, though. I really don't know. Because I don't think it was in the first game, because Yennefer wasn't in the first game. I don't have time for this. What's the problem?
What kind of trouble are you in now?
It's a matter of life, death, and quite a bit of coining points, in fact. New Boy bet tonight that he'll survive the assault in his shirt and knickers alone. We drunk a bit by then, I admit, but a wager's a wager. Our honor's at stake.
A soldier's honor versus a knight's. I think I get it.
The very core of the matter, Witcher. We're slated to go in the first wave, so the going's liable to be hard. New Boy's brave, but he can't survive by courage alone. In any case, we've come into this bauble that's supposed to protect him, magically like. You mind casting an expert's glance at it, seeing as sorcery and such is not strange to you?
Let me see this bauble.
Your wolf medallion, I saw it shake.
It reacts to magic.
So it's true, what the priest said. Hear that, New Boy? You'll be safe. We'll fleece that night, we will.
The amulet could help. I doubt it. Where did you get this? I'm not doing that whole like for some reason this game has a really sensitive camera. Even when trying to choose options. So that's what's going on there.
Where did you get this talisman?
We came by it, let's say. We were on patrol, see, and ran into a couple of novice priestesses praying at this shrine. They were nice, smiling and all.
We don't wanted to take them two on patrol. But...
Shut it! Boholt had one of his rare moments of clairvoyance, went rummaging in the shrine and found the amulet.
Who knows what goes on in that head of his? But every now and then he wakes up as good old Boholt.
Aye, he still cuts them down with a single wallet. In any case, we took the amulet and went off to find the rest of the patrol. Oh, the wonders we saw. First, ran into some squirrels, vicious ones, adders flying everywhere. But we came through.
Oh, by the way, the squirrels
Nearly
aren't like
three of the
actual
others still
squirrels. They're
standing when a
the
dragon
scoia'tael.
swooped down. The elves fell to their knees, and we all legged it. The amulet's magic for certain.
Though it failed to protect the shrine from your patrolling.
Aye, true. Well, now we don't know what to think.
The scoia'tael it's a group of non-humans, mostly composed of elves. The elves and well, the non-humans, the elves, the dwarves, they have this like vendetta, this hatred towards humans and vice versa. So the scoia'tael is like I said, the group of non-humans that usually rebel against humans and stuff like that. They were also a group that you fought in The Witcher 1. I'd say the amulet could help you. Seems to me the amulet brings trouble. It's infused with magic, though what kind, I don't know.
There's clearly magic in the trinket, but I doubt it'll deflect swords or arrows.
Shit, I knew it. I told you so, you idiot. Screw honor. Don your metal, new boy. You'll go into battle, confessional and all.
So be it. Though I'd like to have fleeced the noble. Damn shame.
Good luck. Melatiel, I can never pronounce that name. She's a god, a goddess. What's up, yo? These guys don't really say anything. They just say. Oh, jeez. You can actually burn there, so be careful. Oh, there's a place of power. Where? I didn't know that. Turn it off. You can turn this stuff off. I think this is
a fucking pounding the pulp out of him.
I'll turn these guys' fire back on. But be careful. You could turn on fires and turn them back on. Oh, they already did it. And you could burn. If you get too close to there, you could burn. I did that once, and that was not funny.
Your presence insults the gods.
Shut up.
Word is.
I don't think there's anything over here. I think one of these guys says something.
Let's show them the meaning of horror.
A bunch of stuff over here.
Really as tough as they say.
Hey, wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down the rebellion in Vizima?
See that was part of The Witcher 1, so that they throw these things here and there, so you don't feel, so you kind of understand what's going on after a while.
If it goes on like this, we'll be sipping wine in the lavalet's chambers by sundown.
The Lavalettes, they're the people that you're fighting against. The king is...
said if you don't hurry, he'll rip your balls.
I'm still sober and make a witch's medallion out of him.
He sounded like Ringo Starr.
On the armor of courage. Have no mercy.
Oh boy.
The gods be with you. Your deeds will be...
Okay, this is that way. The Lavalettes, they're the people that you're going up against, like I said. And, I don't think there's... Oh, actually, yes. Okay. These are training dummies. These could, if you knock down, I forgot how many, but if you always knock them down. What the hell? There we go. Because they give you an attribute after a while, or an ability, I believe, actually. An ability, I forgot what the ability is. I will take this.
The gods. They'll turn away from us in battle. Really as tough as they say.
That's how you do it, boys.
Wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master?
Whoa. That was kind of scary. You guys got all possessed on me like that.
Wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down the rebellion in Vizima?
That was kind of scary. So yeah, knock these down, because they do grant you stuff afterwards. Oh, sheath my sword. Sometimes when you're in towns and you have your sword unsheathed, the guards will come and like I don't know what they do. I've never done anything. I've never done it, but I know that they react negatively. So always sheath your sword in towns. Don't have it unsheathed for very long. I think there was this. I think this guy actually plays dice. I could show you guys how to do that.
Greetings. Can I interest you in a worthy cause? We could use your support.
What's the cause?
A veterans fund for former fighting men of need.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Found anyone gullible enough to fall for that?
There's nothing to fall for. It's just some arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling?
Oh, arm wrestling.
Yeah, why? You put down some coin and we wrestle. Win and the pot is yours. Lose and, well, the coin goes to the fund. Care to test your strength?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, arm wrestling is probably... There's a few mini games that you can play in this game. There's arm wrestling, there's dice, and there's what's the other one? Fighting, like boxing. I think that's those are the major ones. Arm wrestling is most likely the hardest one because it's not too much. It's not based off chance. It's based off of your ability at it. Like, I'll show you right now. But the one that's based off chances the most is dice. And then fighting is more based off of reflex and timing. So I'll show you how to do this. This is kind of confusing at first, and kind of hard actually. But I think I'm pretty good at this now. Hopefully I don't lose. You gotta, I call it ride the snake. You pretty much have to ride the thing in the middle. You have to keep that little green thing in the middle of that little slider. And it starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So that if you ride off it, it turns starting red and it starts going towards his favor. Ride it, ride it, ride it. There we go. It's kind of hard because if you the point to it.
Well, that's some strength you've got in that arm.
That's right.
Of yours.
Where's my money? Did you give me my money? Alright, I think you did. So that's how you arm wrestle. It makes more sense once you do it for the first time. So the point to arm wrestling is to give slow taps, like very light taps, to the whatchamacallit? Stick? The joystick? I know it has another name, but I can't remember it. But the joystick, you just give little taps. And you could use the left or the right stick. You could use both. I don't use both, but you could use either one and just give them light taps. If you push it too hard, if you're already making this noise, you're doing it wrong. You have to like tap it very slightly to ride that little thingy that's sliding, the slider.